All right, what's going on?
So we're here at the Star Clark Tin Shop. This is the Underground Railroad Museum in Mexico Point, New York.
I can't wait to get in here. Let's go talk to John. Let's get the skitty, all right?
Hey, John.
Hey, Jack. How you doing? Good. Yourself?
Good to see you.
Good seeing you. Evan.
All right.
How's it going?
Good, good.
About the equipment? No. Always good to get this thing settled in.
Glad you guys are here.
Yeah, man, this is great. I'm glad that we were able to come in and be able to do not only an investigation of the paranormal here, but learn about the history from this area and the Underground Railroad.
Yeah, this building has a lot of history.
Set the stage for us. What's the time period here?
It was built in 1827. The family Star Clark took it over as a mercantile. Star Clark was basically into tinsmithing. He was a big influence with the Underground Railroad. This was pretty much the last stop before they would make their way further north up into Canada. Underneath where we're standing right now, the cellar, the basement, is basically the Underground Railroad. It connected to different buildings. Right now, that tunnel is sealed up. With the Underground Railroad, it was a very, very tight-knit community. If any avalanche had been caught, the penalties would have been great. More than likely, there would have been hangings.
Even to this day, there's things that were never really known what happened around that time period, because this wasn't something you didn't know when somebody was a part of this.
Right. When somebody showed up that was a little bit, from not here, alarm would go out. Amongst the abolitionists, everybody knew their part.
Wow, this is really cool. Think about it. This community it's like the Truman Show. It's like someone new comes, everyone snaps into place and is a stranger. So a whole community rallies around this cause. That's really rare.
They were like, okay, this is enough. This is someone doing what's right.
Right.
It's time to stand up. It's time to fight. And then you have the spark of the Civil War.
Everyone deserves a chance at life, a chance to be free. No man should live in chains. It's our duty to help each other, no matter what the cost. This is the right thing to do, and it's worth every risk.
You look at this time period in the history books, and you don't really think about it like this. And then when you do, you put yourself with these people, and you put yourself down south, and you go, wow, it's money, economy, greed versus probably God's work. They're probably religious folks and what the right thing to do is, and it clashes. It's a powder keg. It had to happen. What a volatile time in history. For the people that were coming here, a lot of stress, a lot of death, a lot of sorrow. How, as far as paranormal activity, how does that kind of rub off, or does that affect items?
There's a lot of anxiety, there's a lot of hope. It's a mixed mash of emotions that especially a clairvoyant can pick up, or an empath. We've had empaths here that actually just kind of start crying because they're picking up on all of the energy that's here. With a lot of stress, a lot of anger, it's basically energy that's put into different items. A lot of attachments can be placed on an item, especially if they're handcuffs or shackles. That's a lot of energy that's going into that type of an item, especially if it's iron. Iron will hold a lot of energy.
Now this place is real special because it holds all these items.
With all the items that are here, there is a lot of attachments, there's a lot of activity, there's a lot of energy. Everything from shadows being seen on the stairs to visions or ghosts, full apparitions downstairs. Yes.
Oh, no. Yes.
This is great. We're getting the history. Now it's going into paranormal and the items.
What have you personally experienced?
Myself, down in the cellar, basically a full apparition waiting behind a door. In fact, I did a psychic drawing of it. So this is what I saw. We were down in the far side of the cellar doing EVPs and EMF readings, and this is what I saw. This door is no longer here. It's a tunnel that goes over to one of the other houses. You can see the outline of the door.
Really?
Yes.
So this is just basically him waiting, like, I'm waiting for you to open this door so we can go.
Yes.
Wow. What do you call it when you receive something like this?
I call myself a spirit medium. I'm able to communicate with spirits, get information that I need or that they may need. I'm able to see with my physical eye as well as my third eye, and this is what I saw with my third eye. These are all original maps.
It has the names of the families that lived here. It gives character to each building on who those people were, and there's Star Clark right there. This little part right here is this town that we're in. That's incredible that this large of a story is in this town.
There's thousands of stories out there just like this. This is just one story for this one town.
And there's paranormal equipment already up here going.
Yeah, I think Sheila's up here testing some equipment out.
Yeah, that piece right there, look at that.
So this is the upstairs of Star Clark Tin Shop. This is what we call the military room. It has everything from the late 1700s all the way up to Vietnam War.
There's a lot of history from a lot of different wars up here.
There's a lot of energy here. As you can see, one of our older items is the cannonball that's right there.
1812, so this is from the War of 1812.
From the War of 1812.
What you just said downstairs with iron holding more paranormal energy, so it really makes you think about the energy that somebody had. Somebody loaded that, they fired that at another person.
In a mean way, too.
It's not like playing a game of dodgeball.
It's do or die, hand-to-hand combat. I'm gonna die or they're gonna die, and think about that. Wow, now I know what a trigger object is. Now I know.
That's going towards another person. It's almost like a time capsule of the feeling in that moment. At that point, are you really feeling anger towards that person, or are you doing it because you're instructed?
It's a combination.
Yeah.
I'm prior military, 30 years as a soldier. There's a lot of built up energy right there. You're talking anger, you're talking hatred, you're talking duty. This is what you're meant to do. And that's all you think. That's it.
So when you look at objects and you're a historian and you look at things and you touch things, it must have a different significance to you.
Yes. Depending on what the object is, I'm able to touch it and pick up basically the energy off that object. As far as the good goes, I'm able to help people. Not only that, but I'm able to help spirits on the other side. Some of our investigations will come across spirits that are either stuck or they have no idea that they're dead. Our job is to move those spirits on, which is called a psychic pump. Basically, it's just moving the spirit on to the place that they belong.
What's the name of your team? It's SCOPE, correct?
SCOPE.
No, what's that stand for?
Soul Connection of Paranormal Encounters.
You guys all have abilities like this?
We all have abilities.
Dude, scope.
Yeah, I like that.
Scope.
SVC stands for Stone Basie Chronicles. We are telling the chronicles of all these small towns, and we can't do that without investigators like you guys, so we really appreciate you guys bringing us in.
So we love having you guys here because it gets our stories out.
It's different when somebody can pick up an item and feel not only the energy, but see what that item... Have you ever held that cannonball?
I don't believe I actually have.
It makes me wonder who could still be attached to that.
This is now a thing, right? The items. And so this whole episode is about items.
It changes everything with how we look at the paranormal.
I want to take you antique, like go to an antique store, and I just want to be like, John, pick this up. Is there anything, John? And that's the thing. Like, I don't tell many people on the show. I don't talk about this really even on TikTok. But ever since I was a kid, I had an ability as an empath and a medium. I can't read items. I can't pick them up and know. But once you tell somebody you have those abilities, you almost feel like you like the party entertainment. Have you ever gone to a place and they're like, hey, you know what John can do? Go get grandma's necklace. Like, it's that kind of stuff, you know? And it's like, jump.
Through hoops.
Yes, through hoops. And people don't understand. It's not, you know, you're not Professor Xavier where you're over there going, you know, it has to want to speak to you. So these items, they aren't just there for you to touch and it's like, okay, yeah, you're automatically to get it. The spirit's going to want to communicate with you.
Yes.
Through that item.
Got to scan around here and see all these items, and there's a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot more to it.
Really?
Yes. See it?
Absolutely.
All right, come on.
Okay. Oh, it's a room full of dolls. You first having a flashback to Doll Island.
early 1970s, the young nursing student named Donna received a vintage Raggedy Ann doll from her mother. At first, it seemed innocent, but soon it began moving on its own. Doors opened, strange sounds echoed, and handwritten notes saying "Help me" appeared. Terrified, Donna and her roommate Angie sought the help of a medium. They learned the spirit of a little girl named Annabelle Higgins had latched onto the doll. Feeling sorry, they allowed her to stay, but it was a mistake. The disturbances grew violent. A friend, Lou, experienced horrific nightmares and physical attacks. Desperate, they contacted paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren. The Warrens determined the doll was manipulated by a demonic entity, not a child spirit. They took Annabelle away, locking her in a special glass case in their occult museum, blessed regularly by a priest.
Come on in.
Awesome.
So this is the dollar.
I wondered how it got its name. There's a thing with dolls and me too. I don't like them, per se.
Then you're in the perfect place.
Oh yeah.
Much all of these dolls are antique dolls. So they're also donated from a lot of the residents around here.
I gotta ask you, with your abilities, have you ever picked one up and found one that has an actual attachment in this room?
I have not tried to. So.
Would you like to tonight?
Yeah, we can try.
We could try?
Okay.
Evan, why don't you go ahead and pick one?
Well. Okay, well, this is an easy pick. It's this one right here. Bam!
Oh,
That's funny.
that was the one he was looking at.
Look at it. Why not? All right.
The eyes.
I know this one's haunted.
Well, have you heard about Marcus?
Oh.
The doll we have? I've done a couple investigations around him. I've read like 10, 15 different names. Nothing.
Pinocchio, Kevin, Chuck, Diablo, did you mean? Steven, Marcus,
And at the end of the night, I said, "You really like Marcus?" And it pushed the mag flashlight off the table. I don't know why.
Yeah, how about that?
what the hell?
We'll do an investigation around the doll you picked then, Evan.
Pick it up or we do something special?
How about I will pick it up. I'll bring it in the other room
Okay.
to the table. We'll put some paranormal equipment around it.
Okay.
We'll have you sit there and try to communicate. We're going to do a paranormal investigation up here. I want you guys to be a part of it. We're doing an investigation around a doll that we believe might have an attachment. Who's this guy? Oh, it's the one and only Evan B. Stone.
Items have paranormal activity, which is cool, and with that comes our story. This is really cool. What great access, you know? He's not just a historian, he's into the paranormal. So he sees the connection. What we see is how you can get history through ghost stories, through actually feeling things. You know, to me, I need to see it on my camera.
Right now, multiple cameras need eyes on everyone.
Bring the camera up a little bit, just so it's covering over on that area.
We're going live on TikTok, and that's also recording. I'm going to do a hand clap, and can you film me so I can see the hand clap? Okay, well, no cuts, no one cuts. Okay, I'll take it now. All right, so here we go. All these cameras are rolling at once. When you're in the edit room, you do the hand clap, and you sync everything up to the clap, and from then on, everything's in sync as long as you don't cut. Second sticks. What's going on?
Yep.
And then we'll shut the lights off and we'll start.
Okay, so guys, we are at the Underground Railroad Museum in Mexico, New York, which is called the Star Clark Tin Shop. We're doing a paranormal investigation. We have different pieces of equipment that are all around us. We have Evan here with us. He flew in from LA.
That's right.
And the camera's going to be right up there.
Oh, yeah. All right. We're hitting the ground running. We have this location and we just impromptu are doing this. I have a feeling I don't know what we're going to feel, but let's do this.
Dude, I'm excited.
All right, we'll shut the lights off. Here we go.
Okay, mag flashlights on the window. Moving over here to let the EVP know, sitting down. And I'll be able to see the night flashlight go on if anything happens.
Alright.
Start just asking
Okay.
questions.
All right, so I'm going to introduce myself. My name is John. For any spirit that is here that is willing to communicate with us, we have many different devices all around this room. You can make any of these devices go off. All you gotta do is get close to it, manipulate it. We have a mag light that you can make go off and on. We have a REM pod over there. If you get close enough to it, it'll go off. We also have a EMF detector here on this table that you can manipulate. So I'm going to try to get a little information from this doll that is in front of me. See what I can pick up. So far, the few things I have picked up from this doll is the date 1920 keeps coming in. I've also picked up on, it's pretty much like a farmland, a large hill with some mountains behind it. There's also crops further down, down towards the bottom of the hill. On the top of the hill is basically a log cabin. There's also two children, male and female. They're both blondes. The female has basically kind of like a very like a springtime dress on. The male has kind of like almost like knickers, like overalls. It seems like the two individuals are brother and sister.
My light just got shut off.
Okay. So the spirit that is here is, I don't feel that there's an attachment to this doll directly as far as any of the owners go, but the little that's here, I can't think of his name.
Little man, yes.
Little man. He's the one I'm picking up on in here.
So you think Little Man's in here? That's who's messing
Yeah.
with the lights?
Yeah, I think he is. I think he's here specifically about this doll. I think he just likes this doll.
I'm gonna leave this. Actually, did something just. It's weird. This is the geopod. So let me know if anything's moving. Did the flashlight just go on?
Little man, is that you?
Yeah, he's playing with the flashlight.
Little man, can you make that flashlight go back off, please? Go ahead and turn that off. A little more. Good job. Thank you very much. Little man, do you like this doll? Is that why you're here?
Oh gosh. Oh, cat ball. Cat ball just started going off. He just asked for one of the other devices to go on.
All right, thank you very much. Good job.
Why is the door open? Oh, flashlight.
Can you go ahead and turn the flashlight off? Go ahead and please turn off the flashlight.
No.
Something just went off.
It shut that light off, and it shut the flashlight off.
Good job. Thank you. Thank you. Go ahead and turn that light off, please.
I have a couple of questions. What are you doing?
As far as reading the doll, it's called psychometry, placing hands on an object and picking up energies that have been kind of like infused into it. It's like looking into the past, opening up a small window to see where it's been and who's been handling it.
Now, a doll like this, dolls are feel-good. Dolls make you feel good in bad situations. These dolls are comfort items. It's associated in movies with scary things because it's a scary-looking doll, but not necessarily scary. It actually harbors, I would think, really good feelings.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
From what I've picked up on this doll, like I said, the backdrop, it looks like a log cabin type structure on a hilltop with crops around it. But there's also 2 children, and it's the children seem pretty happy with it. It's been around for a while.
Dolls like this, I know my daughter, she keeps these dolls. These items are mentally for these people who have it a big deal. More than money, more than anything. Go get the doll,
Yeah, it's a very soothing item. Yeah. I think it's the little man that's like working at the lights right now.
Okay, so this is a different spirit that haunts here.
That haunts
and
here.
Little man is a child that was.
Yes.
I just saw something.
Yeah, same here.
Like a shine. Let me see. This is.
Little man, can you go ahead and turn out that light, please? So we can ask you a couple of questions.
They're seeing the flashlight. Thank you.
I mean, this is crazy. Like, this is nuts. This light keeps we've seen this go off.
With the flashlights, it's a way for the spirits to manipulate. Yep, thank you.
Are you afraid sometimes to touch items, knowing it's like, like I know it's like a crapshoot on what you're gonna feel, right?
Yeah, I have a lot of objects at home that are in the case that are either haunted or cursed, and there are certain items that I try not to even handle, just to keep them kind of bound.
Hey, little man, do you like the guy over here across from me with the glasses and the hat?
What? Get out of town. That's nuts. And I went like this. Like, what I do to a kid.
Yeah, he likes you.
I have a hat trick too.
Are there other spirits here with us tonight? If so, could you show us by turning on the flashlight? I wonder if he's not allowed to answer.
Little man, is it just you tonight?
Yeah, okay, it's just little man.
All right, good. Thank you.
Okay, I mean, it seems like if you get in a rhythm here, we could start asking some other questions, right?
The lightsaber. Sheila did come in, and she did some research on the doll. She didn't let you know anything. She gave you a piece of paper and let me know. The doll was made in the 1920s in Germany.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, good.
She's got more information about that.
Good.
So yeah, you were spot on with the reading that you got. Sheila, what information did you get of the doll? Like in more detail.
1888 to 1930. And it's called a Minerva molded wavy plant, painted blonde hair, metal shoulder. It was originally made in Germany. Alfred, he actually brought them here and changed the face a little and created them in America.
Would you consider this a haunted doll?
Yes. I mean, it does have an attachment of a memory, so that puts it, but I wouldn't put it like, it's not Annabelle. It's not something creepy or scary. It's something that someone loved, that someone cherished, and that imprint was left on it.
Right. Yeah, that looks super scary. The way you're lighting it. Yeah. We know a little bit more about it, right? We know it's from Germany. We know it came over probably from a boat. It was cherished. Now that it has a home here, is it going to be different? You going to feel different about it now that you know more things about it? Does it feel like it has some sort of like, I'm okay now or anything like that, or it's different?
As far as like handling it, I don't think it was too crazy about that. I think it likes the attention that's gotten for tonight.
Sure. That's what dolls, that's what they live for, right? That's the whole jam, right?
The shirt is actually a girl's jean shirt.
This is definitely hand sewn.
I just picked something up when I'm holding this. There's something inside of it. There's something personal. It's in one of the legs and it's hidden. There's something. I'm just getting that. I'm not gonna touch it, but I'm really picking up on that.
Let's see which leg do you know.
Yeah, I think it's this one. This is the one that I keep on going back to.
Oh, I thought he was glowing. His eyes are glowing. Thank you. Right there.
Stay away from my things.
Besides the doll itself, is these other entities that are attached to it, right? I'm
It's a
kind of
different
feeling
vibe.
like, wow, I'm drained. Like,
It's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hey guys, on YouTube, make sure you head over to TikTok if you can and become a subscriber. We will talk to you guys soon. Hey guys, we just want to say thank you for watching SVC Explorers of the Unknown. And if you like what you saw here, make sure to go over to www.svcexplorersoftheunknown.com to check out behind-the-scene photos, videos, merchandise, and so much more. You're probably wondering what makes SVC Explorers of the Unknown merchandise next level? I'll tell you, individual artwork of each paranormal or cryptid encounter that we come across on this show, including haunted dolls. SVC Explorers of the Unknown, telling history one ghost story at a time. The thing about being an explorer of the unknown isn't just going out and finding ghosts and diving down caves and going to locations that people usually don't go. It's finding history and preserving it. Telling stories that have never been told and finding things that have never been seen. Well, that also goes for my business that I do. Explorers Antiques. We have a TikTok, a Facebook, and an eBay page. I travel around the Northeast and I find special pieces like uranium glass and glowing glass. Things that are odd and weird and out of place. So, I hope you'll join these pages and you'll be able to see all of the cool stuff that we find. We are held liable though if you get haunted by an item that we sell you.